Hi boys and girls, today is Tuesday and we're going to read a story called Giraffes Can't Dance by Giles Andreas and Guy Parker Reese. Two authors, two people wrote it. After we do the book later on today, we're going to do a recycling craft with a giraffe. Okay, all right, so let's get started. Giraffes Can't Dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were very thin. See his long neck so he could eat all the leaves off the trees, and his thin legs. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. That means his knees gave out and he fell. Poor guy. Every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. He couldn't dance. The warthogs started waltzing and the rhinos rocked and rolled and the lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. See them all dancing, everyone's dancing, having fun. And the chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel. And 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. That's a kind of a dance. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor. But the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look at clumsy Gerald," the animals all sneered. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool." "Oh, Gerald, you're so weird." It's not nice. They're making fun of him. They're picking on him. We don't do that. That's not nice, okay? You know that, boys and girls. We never make fun of our friends like that. Even if they're not our friends, we don't do that. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. That means he was afraid. Look, see how afraid he looks? They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. He's very sad. They made fun of him and they hurt his feelings. Now he's very sad. See him walking away? Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket. There's the cricket on the leaf, who'd seen Gerald earlier on, but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. "Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to." So let's see what happens. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves, that's his feet, his hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground, and his neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing around. He was starting to dance. Isn't that great? Look at him go. He threw his arms out sideways, and he swung them everywhere, and then he did a backward somersault, watch, and leapt up in the air like that. Wasn't that cool? Gerald felt so wonderful, his mouth was open wide. "I'm dancing, yes, I'm dancing. I'm dancing," Gerald cried. He's so happy, and he danced to his own music. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle. We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen. Look at him go." "How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and the stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find music that we love." Isn't that nice? So Miss Lori wants all of you guys to dance today. Find the music that you like, and you guys go and you dance, okay? And we're gonna make giraffe puppets out of some recycled things that we have later on today, and then you could dance with them to the music that you love. Okay, bye everybody.